Honestly, what a hectic start to the season for us. In terms of ins and outs, it has been absolutely mental. We've had a fire sale of players to try and get the wage budget down enough that we could bring in more players, because this was one of the weirdest assembled squads I've ever seen, with like 15 wingers, 3 defenders, 1 midfielder or some shite, or 2 midfielders. I can't remember exactly, but it's been absolutely crazy. We've made profit so far in terms of transfer fees spent. We have only signed players on a free and on loan, and there has been plenty of both, including loans out. We have had 8 players either be sold or been loaned out. That's 8 in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in terms of ins, we've brought in 12 players. We're hoping to bring in 2 more. That's a mix of free transfers and loans. And somehow our predicted finishes moved further up the league because of it. And I'm actually happy with most of the business we've done, but it has been nothing short of chaotic. Today we start our league campaign. But first I'm going to show you what our actual badge looks like. And for some reason, Football Manager has our kit horribly, horribly wrong colour-wise. Huh. But yeah, let's just get into it then. This Quite Average Gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Pentagon Challenge. Welcome to South Africa. So let's all accept, and welcome in everybody, that this right here is a fantastic club badge. Like, compared to what we have, it's amazing, okay? Excuse me. So our kit in this game is red and white for home, yellow and white for away. The kit that the club actually wore that season, the 23-24 season, was green at home, all green, I don't know about the shorts, blue home away kit, white third kit. So just, that is what the kit should be, okay? This is what we have in game. Should be. In game. Even the logo of the club badge is massively wrong and different. But we don't care about that. Let's get straight to the transfers. The transfers out don't really matter as such. We don't know any of these players. But what I will mention is Cheikh Somaro was one of our key players and one of our 3 foreign players. He was worth £8,000. He was on £900 a week. We've punted him for £700. Like, fire sale is not even a thing. Edgar Manaka, he's another one, was one of our best players, was on, I think he's actually just went the same wage, £1,000 a week. He stayed in the country, he's went up a division. We sold him. Like, anyone who we could have got out the door left. £8,000 for him, another great player, wages, I needed him gone. We've got a couple players that went out on loan. Some of these aren't amazing deals in terms of like how much wages we're saving, but we're saving just enough that we could bring in all of these guys here. In terms of outs, however, ignore the twins. This dude, we've accepted deals upon deals. That's not even the first set of deals that we've accepted for him. We just can't get this guy to go. Well, we did get him to go, sorry. He's went out to Lynx, but my Christ, he was one that we couldn't get. This dude, sorry, is another we're trying to get out on loan. He's 22 years old. He's fine, like, decent enough prospect. He's 6 foot, but we just have more options there because the squad, while now padded out a bit better, we still have a shit ton of right wingers. We still have 4 players who can play right wing. Left wing, I'm still a body. Oh no, I've got that now. Strikers and things, everything's kind of went to shit. But let's then start looking at the transfers. And all the guys left. All the guys just are here. are here. And our first signing was this dude. Fuck, he wasn't even our signing. This guy was signed while we were trying to get a job, because I tried to sell him and I couldn't. He is now surplus to requirements. He's another player who we've accepted bids for, loan bids, and he refused to go. Arsehole. The first signing I made was this man, Goodman Diamine. Diamine. That's not an I, that is an L. Dlamini. 35-year-old South African defensive midfield player. And that is exactly what we're going to play him. He is probably going to be our key player in that midfield. His technicals are superb. His mentals are okay, and his physicals are fine for a guy who's 35. I can't complain. He's arguably one of our best defenders. He can play centre mid, can play on like left mid or even wing back or full back. But he is going to be our first choice defensive midfield player. 1 year deal. I think we have the option to extend. He's on a high wage. We don't. I thought we included that on him. We clearly didn't. But yeah, he's here for the next while. For the next year, he's going to be a key player. The next player we then brought in, I'm going to hate half of these names trying to pronounce them, is an 18-year-old right back from a team called Amatux, who are in our division. They are in our division. But we needed a backup right back. He's not amazing in any way, shape, or form. But he's on loan, £240 a week. Again, not great. Wing back support. He's got a little bit of pace, decent enough crossing. I think he'll be okay. For a second choice right back for the season, I'm kind of happy. We are going to go with Inkogatsi. We're going to go for that. We're going to call this dude Kaya, and he is on loan from Cape Town Spurs, who are in the top division. Centre midfield player, probably going to be one of our starters. 5'9", which isn't amazing. Another playmaker. He can play Mazzala, but it's probably not a role that we'll utilise. But playmaker, we most likely, well, his passing isn't amazing, but he looks like he's going to be good at carrying the ball. Good dribbling, first touch. Good technique, which we like to see. Vision and flair, we like to see. Good decision making. Physicals could absolutely be worked on, but he's not our player. £425 a week, and he's under 23. We need them in the squad. I can't remember the exact rule. I will we'll worry about the squad rules later. We then signed Kasipe on a free. He's a 27-year-old centre-back. He's just a squad player. We badly needed defenders. We only had one at the time. He's on a year's deal. We have the option to extend if need be. 5'11", not amazing. Decent heading, decent tackling, good positioning. Marking could absolutely be worked on. But for a year, potentially 2 at most, it's not the worst option. We then signed Malilo. Can't believe I got that first time. 5'10", not the strongest, worryingly. But however, his heading, marking and tackling is good with good decisions. Positioning poor, jumping reach poor, so he's not going to be winning many headers for us. He's a regular starter. We have an option to extend, but he's not actually a regular starter because I end up signing 2 fantastic centre-backs after him. By the way, I need to complain about a lot of other things. My mouse is dying. After him, though, we brought in on loan Mashiani. He is another central midfield player on loan. Just a squad player on a decent wage, to be perfectly honest, but we were struggling for bodies. We couldn't bring anyone in permanently because our finances, like wage budget, just would not allow it. We were still, to the extent still are, in the middle of one in, one out, and I always signed more than have went out, but it's kind of how it's felt. He's not amazing, but he is just going to be a squad player, centre mid on attack, nothing special, but we will need him. This dude, though, he is special. Givmore Coupe is arguably our best central defender. 23 years old on a 1 year deal. We can and probably will extend. Now, his strength and jumping reach is shit. What he does have, though, is great heading, marking and tackling, good positioning and decision making. Determination at 18, so he could in theory develop. Now, our facilities are shocking, and developing players and selling them on and stuff is not something we are caring about. It is pretty much success at all costs. We'll talk about that later. He looks like he's going to be a very, very good player for us. I'm excited to have him. He is our first choice central defender. And here is his partner, Sumahoro, 32-year-old Guinean, but also has South African nationality, so he's not classed as foreign. He is a centre defender, 32 years old, 6'3". He has a strength. His physicals are outstanding. And let's be honest, his technicals aren't bad either. Heading of 16, marking of 13, tackling of 15, positioning of 15, good decision making, good bravery, good determination. I am delighted with him. He is our other first choice central defender. He is on a year with an option to extend. I am very much happy with our two centre backs. We then signed a guy we will be calling Bully. I was going to call him Pulse, but it's not, because I don't think Marai Sane maybe? Anyway, left winger. We needed a left winger. We didn't have any. This guy came in, says that we signed him last season, but we didn't. Fuck me, we'd released him and I've signed him. So he'd left the club, actually. He played for the club last season, played 5 league games, apparently. He was released. He's come back. We needed a left winger. He is the guy we've signed. Again, shooting, passing isn't great, but that there makes me hope that he can get his goals from the left-hand side. We then brought in 2 loan players. One is Mambane, another left-sided player. He's on loan. We're not paying anything on wages with him, so he can be as shit as he likes. He isn't costing me a single penny. Decent enough pace. Fine crossing and first touch. Okay technique. He's a different option on the left, but he is now our backup left midfielder. And Simkelo Dlamuka. It is Dlamuka. 19-year-old striker and on loan. Pretty much third choice, I think, for that position as things stand. Yeah, he is third choice for that position as things stand. We are in talks with this dude on a complete free. He's only on £25 a week at Orlando Pirates. I have no idea how good or bad he is. I need a second left back, so we're hoping he'll come in on no wages. The other guy we had agreed the exact same type of deal with went to another club in the division. It was annoying. Was it another club in the division? No, a team in the top league was this dude. We'd agreed a no money being spent thing. 18-year-old left back, but yeah, he left us. Another guy would be a first choice centre mid for us. Going by the coach summary only, he is on trial at us at the moment, but there are 2 other teams in talks with him from our division. But if he comes in, fine. So we got most of the staff roles filled that I cared about. So a technical director, loan manager, could not care less about. I brought in a fitness coach and a performance analyst, brought in direct football, a chief scout, 2 scouts and recruitment analyst. And I think here it was just the sports science guys and 1 physio I brought in. But as you can see, we've got the best, near enough in every department, coaching, recruitment and medical staff. It's just the fitness and defending coaching that we don't. Recruitment. So, our director of football, our chief scout and our 2 scouts, any scout reports or recommended players I got in this section, the scout recommendations, minimum age was 30. Most of them were 35 to 38. That was everyone we were getting recommended constantly. Awful, but that's what we were getting. The only way I was getting recommended anyone younger was by going to Jen's transfer targets, and then suddenly I was getting 23 and 25-year-olds. Annoying. Some of these guys we just found on trial. We just went into the players in range thing, found guys who were out of contract for positions we wanted, and done it that way. Pretty much all I could do to try and find players. I was panicking. So our season preview before had us round about, I think it was 6th or 7th. After all the business has been done for not just our club, but everyone else's, we're now expected to be 3rd with Baruka, Maritzburg, and ourselves expect to be the top 3. They're the 2 other clubs that are after that centre mid that we're after. So, annoying as it is, it's kind of where we are. Today, I think we actually are taking on Baroka in one of the 2 games. Are we not? Yeah, our first... Oh my god, it's our first 2 games. I didn't even notice that. Jesus. Okay, so it's our... Basically, the teams that we'll be competing with for the league this season are the teams that we're playing first. That is terrifying. We're going to be playing. You want us to play cautious? Okay. We're going to be playing a 4-3 wing play. Apparently now on cautious, which I wasn't expecting. So then let's pick our first starting 11. So we can only have 3 foreign players in the whole of the squad, and there must be 3 under 23s in the starting 11. So King in Louisville is our first choice goalkeeper. He's apparently a superkeeper on defend. That's his third role. That's what we'll give him. Right back is actually a centre back who can play right back. And Matome, he'll be fullback on defend. I really should start getting nicknames down because I will get these names horribly wrong. Coupe is still injured, which I think leaves you as my snow. Malilo. Yeah, it's going to be Malilo and Sumahoro. They will be our central defenders. You'll be central defender on defence. We're not playing with wide centre backs. You are a central defender on cover, which actually probably works pretty well. Nobody's left-footed, by the way. The only left-footed centre-back we went for went to another club, and he was like 37. Our first choice left-back is going to be this dude, but he's exploring his options at the end of his contract. We're trying to move him on. The only club that wants to sign him, their transfer window's shut. I actually don't even know if it's recently shut. Or, where's your transfer window? Oh my god, yeah, it's only on for the month of July, so the next time we can move them on is end of the season. That's not ideal. One of our centre mids also wants to leave the club at the end of his contract. Anyone who did pretty much say we want to leave at the end of the contract, I tried to sell. That's why one of the foreign lads was sold, on top of their wages being awful for us. Anyway, this dude will be a fullback also on defend. I will be calling you Rav. I'm going to have to nickname these players so I don't get names wrong. Blamini, he's coming in, deep line playmaker. On support, we're okay with that. Our 2 best centre mids. This is an interesting one. The lad who would be is injured or suspended, so that isn't a good sign. Kaya definitely. Kamalo is out injured. I already knew he was exploring his options. That was the same when we came in. Oh my god, it's going to be Mashuene and Kaya today then. What are you again? You're an advanced playmaker on attack. You are a centre mid on attack. I'm fine with that, I guess. Or support will go attack. Even though we're playing cautious, this here is pretty defensive. Used to being a bit more attacking, I'm okay with. On the wings, I have no idea who my best right winger is. Is it Kamalo? It is Kamalo. He's just back from injury. Left hand side is, where are you? Pulley. And up front will be in guessing. I have no idea what type of winger. You're a winger. I'll probably keep you on attack. You're an inside forward on attack. I did not look at you. What are you, my friend? You are a poacher. Let's hope for the best. We have... Oh, fuck. I don't have enough under 23s. Straight away, we have issues. Masciani will replace Mascione. Shoot me now. Okay, so that's 2 under 23s. You're the one I'm not putting out on loan yet. Oh no, I did offer you out on loan, but nobody bid for you, right? Yeah. The Tamani will replace him. Kamalo, he'll have to go on the bench. You definitely need to be in the bench. You can go on the bench. So can you. You'll need to go on the bench. I always think half of my season is going to involve me just trying to keep under 23s playing. I am slightly terrified. This is potentially our strongest 11 within the rules. You could maybe argue, actually, swapping these guys around. And then replacing either one of them two. Which might be a better option. Yeah. Let's go with that. Wish me luck. Who needs squad numbers? 26. And you can have 18. Terrified honestly doesn't explain it. I don't know what to expect. I cannot say that I have any experience of South African football at all. I have no idea what the league is like, what type of play in general to expect. What I will say is I'm worried that we're going to not be able to contain their two strikers. And I think they're going to be able to block us out with how crowded their defence phase is going to be. Of course, because all of my settings like this are gone. That's probably what we want. So let's see then how we get on. Considering on the first attack that we had against us isn't what I had planned. The goalkeeper goes down for the earlier shot that takes a deflection and just doesn't get up in time to get for the rebound. Not a great way to concede the first goal. Still plenty of time to get into the game though, so let's not be too concerned just yet. My concern is going to be when they just cut right through us constantly. That's not really, oh god, what we want. Oh my god, it feels like they're just dragging our back four all over the shop. I mean, you can tell this is a team that have never played together before. We haven't had a friendly since the very beginning of the month. So none of these guys have played with each other, really. There is no relationships on this team whatsoever. We are all over the place. I'm wondering if we might have to change to counter-attack instead of wing play. I just feel like we're not a dominant team. I also might take us off cautious, because I don't know how much that's going to actually affect us. Because right now, they look a far superior side to us. Which, going by the preview, they are expected to be ahead of us in the league, so... Right, we've hit the ball long. Doesn't stick up. He's a poacher, he's not a target man. Oh my god. This is not how I wanted this to go. This has disaster written all over it. The fact we had a goal kick and it falls to a central defender to have to hit the ball forward with his head because we don't kick it far enough up the bloody park. Right, can we produce something? Kamalo. Ball's in. Doesn't fall for Nguesson, but falls for Pulley, who can't pull the ball back to anyone. I think the issue with wing play is we don't have both our wide men. I think are pretty small. Our striker isn't a target man. I might generally have to change that, which is fine. This is where fine tuning is going to have to come in, and I say fine tuning, I mean throw shit at the wall and hope something sticks. And Gesson picks up the ball though. Doesn't really have the pace to get in behind with it. Kamalo takes a bad touch, tries to cross it. That is awful defending, but it's awful defending at both ends. I will take it. Kaya gets the goal on his debut. Let's see it again, I suppose. Kamalo takes an awful first touch here. Luckily, doesn't lose it. Hits a ball straight across goal that hits the goalkeeper and just falls to our midfielder who's unmarked. We have about a handful of guys in the away end. Kaya, he gets the first goal, pulls us back into the game. We don't deserve it. And we've gave away a fucking penalty. Jesus Christ. He scored the goal at the other end. He just gave away a penalty. Come on, lads. 2-1. We go down again. Okay. Not great. Not great. That tastes awful. Why is he getting... He's our left-sided central defender, and he was pulled all the way out to right back. Oh my god. This is a disaster. This is actually a disaster. Our defence is all over the fucking place. It's safe to say we've not got possession at all. So anything that's going to be possession based isn't going to work. So let's just hit a direct counter attack. Let's just hit a direct counter attack. Don't change any of your rules or anything. We'll just hit a counter attack. Best that we can. Kamal, I didn't realise you were only 23, pal. You're 6 foot as well. I really get a little bit of pace. So it's only the starting 11 that requires the under 23 thing. Okay, going to bring on Mascione. I think he's a bit more pace. Yeah, he's pacey. If we're going to counter, we're going to need that. I don't have. Double change. Change the right back, change the centre mid to the two guys I wanted to initially start the game. Let's see if this does anything for us. We've changed to just a direct counter attack. We've took ourselves off cautious because I don't think we're good enough to be. I don't think we're good enough defensively to do the defensive side of the game. Annoyingly, well, not without our two good centre backs. We've got one of them. He's struggling just now, but to be fair, Malilo is getting dragged every fucking where, and I don't really know why. There just seems to be too many things going wrong, and I feel like it's a completely different series, but me and new signings gelling immediately just don't happen. Unlucky. Our left back. Can he get the ball in all the way back to Dlamini? Mascione. Dlamini. He's driving with the ball. It's not going anywhere. Tries to get the ball forward. It just doesn't get any of our players with that long ball. Okay. This has been an absolute disaster of an opening game. If like anything that's going wrong is just going wrong. He's tall, he has okay jumping rate, but he has no strength and he has no pace. I'm actually going to bring on Diamuka because I think he does have pace, Not much, but he does have a little bit. Again, he's not the strongest, but he's got better jumping reach. This will come Dlamuka, I think he's going to have to come on. Going to have to make the change on the wing as well, because he's having a howler. Anyone else could come off quite easily. Going to bring off Malilo because he is genuinely giving me fear. We've just scored a goal. Mascione, I think. Right back. Oh no, Kaya, Dlamini. Ball over the top. Look how far up Mascione. He's playing as like a second striker. That's a great bit of control and a finish. That's why I wanted him to start. I'd say that's about any idea it was that good. But when we made the change of who was going to start, he was one of the options we could have changed back in. But went with Kamalo. To be fair, he's been one of our better performers today, so I'm not really too annoyed by that. Kaya's definitely played well. Dlamini, yep, I can see what we want from him. Sumahoro's probably going to be our best option to try and hit from corners. Long balls over the top just aren't helping. Just getting nobody there for them. And nobody can hit those type of long passes. Probably Dlamini, but he's not the one that's picking up in these positions there. So we've made or making all 5 subs. I don't know if they've happened as of yet. Kind of concerned that our left back is on a booking, but I've got no one to swap him with. Please don't concede a 5th. The other issue, we have a massive issue with this club where the board are heavily influenced by the fans. So if I lose the fans, I am done. Ha 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 ha. Oh, there's so much going wrong. Dlamini delivers a free kick, plays it short to left back, who gets it back. If he was going to actually, it'd be better just shooting. Dlamini. Mambani has a shot from distance. Nowhere near trouble on that goalkeeper. Oh man, this has not been a good debut game for us. And it's not going to get any easier with the second game. It's the 2 favourites for the league. We're 3rd favourites. And we have not really laid a glove on them today. Some players I definitely am looking at going, yeah. So the midfield 3 that's finished this game, yep, I'm really happy with that. The front 3 that finished this game have put in a better performance than the front 3 that started. Also, Kamalo was part of that. Defensively and goalkeeper, all over the fucking shot. Hopefully we'll have another defender back for the next game. But so much has to be better. Has to be better than that. Maritzburg, they won 2-0. Not a great opening. Not a great opening. Excuse me. Nkose is going out on loan to Camacha, who are in Portugal. Goodbye. Again, it's just a wage getting saved. Which might put me back okay wage budget wise. If the other lad signs. I don't know. We'll come back for the next game where we might have a new central midfielder, we might have a backup left back, or we might not have either. I have no idea at the moment. This is hectic. Oh my god, it's been so long since the last episode. The last game in this episode. The guy who wanted to sign at centre mid went to Baroka We've signed this dude. His name is Bobette. Bernard Bobette. He is 22 years old, and that is pretty much the reason we signed him over anyone else, because he classes under 23. Under 23. He's also apparently better than Mascione and Masciani. Mascione, who scored the goal. Yeah. Our new left back is horrific. He's actually awful, but whatever, it'll do. Oh, I think we've made a mistake. But anyway, in terms of the starting 11, Coupe comes in to the starting 11. Bobette comes out to the starting 11. Mambani comes out to the starting 11. The rest stays the same. The reason Mambani comes in is because Pillay was horrific last game. I'm hoping our defence actually show up today. That would be nice. I'm hoping getting our two best central defenders playing together might help a bit more than Malilo, who just got dragged every fucking where. For a left-sided centre-back to be getting pulled out to the right wing while the right back is standing there going, the fuck? That's a problem. I'm not expecting any of this to gel. We've had, 13, 14 new players. Gelling this early with so little games probably isn't going to happen. What I'm hoping for, though, is just any sign of improvement. We know the midfield three that ended the last game, and this and the striking, but the two wingers that ended the game as well, they played really well by the end of it. So we know that we do have some guys we can potentially trust. In guessing, we need to see more from the defence and the goalkeeper. We absolutely need to see more from. Well done, Coupe. Obviously now with one of our midfielders in there, it's a slight change. With Bobette, I think he'll be fine. But we also know we can make the sub if need be. The under 23 having to start the game is a bit of a pain in the arse, the three of them. 3 out of your 11 players having to be under 23 is annoying. I get it. I'd rather it was just in the squad, not starting the game, but whatever. It is what it is. Also, the transfer window for us is open to the end of September, near enough. So there's still more time for us to try and get some guys out and maybe other players in. But right now, I'm not expecting any more signings, and I generally don't have any intention of any more. But it all depends if we can maybe somehow get some players out of the way. I don't know. I don't know in that regard, but I am just wanting to kind of get in and stuck right in about the games and just see how we got on. So one change from in terms of tactic stuff from the last game is we've took costs off, we went back to balance, and we're playing okay, and we've just took the lead here at home. Free kick from the left winger, headed in by the right. Mambani with the ball in. He's onside. Kamalo with that header. Goalkeeper comes out and misses it completely, and our 6-foot right winger gets the ball in the back of the net. We've played 2 games. That's our second game. Both teams that we've played, who are the two teams who are expected to finish above us, are playing the same formation. Is this a formation? It's one that we come up against a lot in our previous saves, but not. I'm going to say I've only played 2 games, so it's a bit. It's not maybe a fair comparison, but the top 2 teams. Bobette. The top 2 teams playing with 5 at the back and a midfield 3 like that, with one of them being a defensive mid. Is this something that we're just going to come in up against in South Africa, where it is just a really defensively shaped league? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting. Bobette gets him a Mambani. Oh, Kaya. I thought Kaya was going to get that in there. We are playing a lot better today. We are playing a lot better. Kamalo does well. Can you get the ball in? I guess that cross, but it's easily snuffed out by one of the fucking 80 defenders they have in the box. We haven't changed from the wing play. We are still playing the wing play. we seem to be creating more. Good interception from Kaya. And guessing Kamalo. And it's in. Flag staying down. 2-0 lead. I like it. I like it. I don't think I've got, maybe I do have pressing on, I'm not sure. But if we're going to just press, win the ball like that and just quickly finish, I'll be happy. One thing that's annoyed me, so we have myself and no coaching badges, 2 assistant managers, a fitness coach and a goalkeeping coach. All of our training categories is all heavy or very heavy. So now we're all in charge of 4 or 5. We're all near enough every type of coaching with the exception of fitness and goalkeeping. Myself and the 2 assistant managers are doing every session. In the fitness, one of our physios is taking it because fuck knows. Oh, good block in the end. We are just stuck. So what we've seen so far in the first half is a double from Kamalo and Coupe blocking a shot that puts out for a corner. So far, our 2 centre-backs now playing well together. So was it for Sumahoro that his just partner wasn't unlucky in guessing? Was it the partner was maybe the issue? Because Malilo had a horrific game. It could have just been, because he did leave him exposed a lot. Yeah, done brilliantly. Keep it going. Big 20,000 seater stadium. Hardly anyone here. What I did read about the club is it's not just us that play here. So I think we ground share, and we're not the big team. I don't think who play here. Although I could be wrong in maybe what I read about it. If this was a journeyman or building a club up type save, you've already got the stadium there. So it's just about trying to grow and get the fans in. Not a bad kind of club for that. But Besto had the best of games. He did miss that absolute sitter where he cleared it way over the bar. But we can make that change probably quite soon. We can bring on... oh fuck, I forgot his name already. I thought that was going to be a penalty. We're breaking and guessing now. Guess it inside. Kaya. Coupe. That's a good ball for Babette. Cuts it across. And guessing. Cyril and guessing gets his first of the season. And I was about to sub off Babette, but I think I will keep him on. Happy, happy, happy. Good that we're getting this 3-0 win though. Makes me feel a hell of a lot better than we did after that first game. I must say. I'm going to make a change though. Our right back's having a horrific game. Oh, Malilo can play right back. That's terrifying. But no, Matomi will come in at right back. Dlamini looks a bit tired, so we're going to bring on Kamalo. I don't know what type of defender he has. Ball winning midfielder. Yep, that works for me. Just check keep fitness up as well. Kamalo's on a hat trick, so we'll probably keep him on again. Babette can stay on. Kaya. Mashoni will come on for him. You can go box to box. Let's make that triple change. Oh, my hand's so bloody itchy. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Right, can we get a fourth? I would love to get a fourth. Poor pass, but Babette does well to get it back to Coupe. It's annoying when we're not playing a control possession style, but we're just trying to control possession in front of the goalkeeper. Babette gets it inside to Mashoni. Guessing. Oh, he's got to be burying that chance, I think. For me, that's a chance he should be scoring. Right, 50 minutes left. I'm going to make a sub. I'm going to bring on that horrific left back for his debut. I think you're a full back defend, right? Yeah. Full back defend, and then Kamala's going to come off. Bring on Nitamani or Lorato. And yeah, that'll be the last two changes of the game for us for 50 minutes remaining. That's a good ball in. Unlucky. Again, we're playing a hell of a lot better today in this game. With the amount of under 23s I just kind of am throwing on the bench, I don't mind giving them minutes. Like, I am fine with that overall. As much as I said we're going to probably a bit more ruthless and chop and change jobs a bit more, and I still will try and develop players if there's good players to develop. It's just kind of who I am when I play the game. I don't go out my way to only sign young players like this. I almost did only sign guys above 30 for this because it was only players we could get. But like in general, if there's a younger guy at the club we can develop, I will give them minutes. Like I still want the clubs to do well after I leave. Like I'm not a complete heartless. Like I don't care. Winning for this save is the only thing that matters. Like I still want the clubs to do well in the game after I leave. But that though, a 3-0 win after an awful defeat against the second favourite in the league to win after losing to the first favourite to win. I guess it kind of does show that we are going to be hopefully in and about that title race this season. Good. Barocca lose. Fucking hell. Okay, so it could maybe be a kind of close run. Close run league. Which, for me, or generally, not a bad thing. Why is this lagging like fuck? Okay, I don't know what's going on with the recording. That's concerning. You made your debut. Congratulations. Yeah, you can get praised. A goal and an assist. Let's then look at the schedule. So, Milford is actually the first game after the contract. The transfer window shuts. That's the job that we turned down. But I'm not going to lie. I'm actually kind of tempted to just fire right into the season. But I think we will come back for the two games at the end of September. I'll go away. I'll play the next two. We'll come back from Milford and Orbit College. I think we actually played Bournemouth. I didn't even realise. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. It does greatly help out the channel. This is our next big long-term Football Manager save. So if you're a fan of Football Manager, this will be going for the next while, as long as the PC doesn't die again. And until then, everyone, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.